Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today's story is about something truly powerful: silence. Not the silence that feels awkward or empty, but the silence that brings peace, clarity, and strength. The title of our story is Be Silent, You Will Get Everything. We live in a world full of noise. Every second, there's a notification, a message, a voice shouting for attention. But in this rush, we often forget the one voice that matters most, our own inner voice. And to hear it, we need silence. In today's story, we'll explore the ancient wisdom of Gautama Buddha and the journey of a king who had everything but still felt empty. Through silence, he discovered something that changed his life forever. So sit back, take a deep breath, and open your heart to this story. Let's begin. Gautama Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." Think about that. Just one word, spoken with clarity and love, can heal a wounded soul. But spoken in anger, even a single sentence can break something beyond repair. Our tongue's smallest organ in our body holds unimaginable power. It's not made of iron or fire, yet it can cut deeper than any blade. It doesn't leave bruises on the skin, but it bruises hearts. It doesn't draw blood, but it can drain joy from a person's spirit. So many relationships, broken not by actions, but by words. So many opportunities, lost because someone said too much or too little. Have you ever said something in anger and regretted it the very next second? Or wished you had just paused, taken a breath, and stayed silent? Yes, words can be a gift, but silence, that's where the real magic begins. Let me tell you a story that reveals just how powerful silence can be. Far away in a quiet forest in India, there lived a Buddhist monk. He had renounced the noise of the world. No riches, no palace, only peace, solitude, and silence. And yet, people from all walks of life came to him from far villages, grand cities, and royal courts. Why? Because his silence spoke louder than most people's speeches. One day, a king, wealthy, powerful, respected, came to him in despair. He said, "Monk, I have everything, yet I feel nothing. I have riches, but no rest. I have fame, but no fulfillment. I have people around me, but I feel completely alone." He lowered his eyes, ashamed. "Please help me. My mind is restless. My heart is empty. I've lost myself." The monk looked at him, smiled gently, and replied, "You already have what you're seeking, but you've buried it beneath layers of noise." Then he invited the king to do something most kings are never asked to do: to stay in the monastery and say nothing. No commands, no speeches, just stillness, just silence. The king hesitated. Silence felt like punishment. But deep inside, he knew he had tried everything else. So he agreed. And on the first day, the silence felt like a storm. So many thoughts, so much discomfort. He missed his throne, his comforts, his voice. But he endured. He sat under trees, walked in the gardens, listened to birds. By the fifth day, something shifted. The silence that felt like a storm now felt like a sanctuary. His breath slowed, his thoughts softened. His heart, once full of burdens, began to feel light. He noticed things he never had time to see. The way the morning sun filtered through the trees, the sound of dew falling from a leaf, the gentle rhythm of his own heartbeat. And then came the 12th day. As he sat quietly, he entered deep meditation without even trying. His eyes closed naturally, and his mind became completely still. For the first time in his life, he tasted true peace. Not the peace of having everything, but the peace of needing nothing. On the 15th day, he approached the monk again. There was a glow on his face, a quiet joy in his voice. "Respected monk," he said, "I found the answer I was looking for." The monk smiled. "What have you discovered?" The king said, "I was addicted to talking. I wasted my energy complaining, judging, comparing. I was always thinking about others, what they said, what they did, what I should have said. And that constant chatter robbed me of clarity. It clouded my vision and scattered my focus. But in silence, I saw myself clearly. I remembered who I was before the noise, and I realized inner peace was never far away. It was just waiting for me to become quiet enough to hear it." The monk nodded. "You've learned the greatest lesson," he said. "Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers." Most people in the world fear silence. They see it as awkward, uncomfortable. So, they fill every space with words, often empty words. But when you embrace silence, you begin to see what really matters. You see how many arguments could be avoided if we just paused. You see how much pain we cause ourselves by trying to be heard rather than understood. You realize that not every thought needs to be spoken. Not every opinion needs to be shared. Silence teaches you patience. It teaches you presence. It teaches you to listen not just to others, but to yourself. Have you ever noticed? The wisest people are often the quietest in the room. They observe, they think before they speak, and when they speak, everyone listens. Because silence gives their words power, weight, meaning. When you speak less, you become more aware. You notice things others don't. You begin to see patterns in people's words, in their actions, even in your own behavior. You grow, and slowly your energy changes. You stop reacting. You start reflecting. You begin to feel grounded, centered, peaceful. And this peace, it's magnetic. People begin to feel calm in your presence. They trust you. They respect you. Not because you speak loudly, but because your silence speaks truth. So how can we bring this silence into our lives? Start small. Spend 20 minutes a day just sitting in silence. No phone, no music, no distractions. Just you and your breath. At first, your mind will resist. It will scream for stimulation. But if you stay just a little longer each day, you'll begin to notice a new space inside you. A space of clarity, stillness, strength. You'll start making better decisions. You'll respond instead of reacting. You'll listen to others with empathy. And most importantly, you'll start hearing the voice within you, the one that's always been there, waiting. Because in the end, success isn't about how loudly you speak. It's about how clearly you understand. Peace isn't about silencing the world. It's about silencing the noise within you. So be silent. Not because you have nothing to say, but because you found something deeper than words. Friends, if this message has touched your heart, share it with someone who needs peace. Support our journey with a like, a comment, and a subscription. And don't forget to take a few moments of silence today. You may be surprised by what you find there. Thank you for walking with us on this journey towards silence, stillness, and true wisdom.